Are you curious about what makes Denver, Colorado such an incredible place to live? Today, I'll be sharing 11 reasons why I absolutely love living in Denver. From the stunning mountain views to the unbeatable lifestyle that comes with 300 days of sunshine. I'm Landon Smith, a resident and local realtor here in the Denver Metro, and I help people just like you every week who are thinking about making a move to Colorado. So if you want to know what life in Denver actually feels like, this one's for you. 300 plus days of sunshine. So what does that actually mean, right? We have more sunshine than the state of Florida. And so on a daily life in Denver, it's pretty cool because it will snow. You may have, a cloudy day, and then the next day you can count on a sunny day. Over 3/4 of the year, it tends to be sunny days. And so blue skies just make for a more happy, nice atmosphere that's pleasant to live in. I know other cities deal with a lot of humidity and a lot of fog. We don't really have that. We have clear skies and it's such a pleasant place to be. However, one thing you may want to be aware of is the sun hits hard at a mile high. So you want to have sunscreen handy as often as possible. Even in the winter, blue skies dominate, making outdoor activities enjoyable all year round. The city's high elevation and dry climate contribute to clearer skies compared to the humid areas in the rest of the country. That 300 plus days of sunshine is a daily gift. So if you're out walking your dog, playing golf, or just enjoying a patio brunch in January, that sunshine plays a big impact. Now that sunshine pairs perfectly with something else that I can't get enough of in Denver. Something that draws millions every year. The access to the Rocky Mountains. How close are the Rocky Mountains? Well, the Hogback is only about 20 to 30 minutes away from the city, which is the main front right before the Rockies. But if you go through the Hogback and get to the actual Rocky Mountains, it usually takes an hour to an hour and a half to get there and enjoy some of the most amazing ski resorts in the world. We're talking Keystone, Breckenridge, Copper Mountain, Winter Park, Vail, Beaver Creek, and more, much more. You've got some incredible resorts, mountains, but also ski towns where you can go and enjoy a 3, 4, 5 day vacation. And you're riding up the lift, meeting people from Argentina, Switzerland, Canada, all over the world that come here to Colorado to enjoy the slopes and the outdoor lifestyle that we have up in the mountains. On those slopes, there are beginner options, green hills, bunny hills, and there's also challenging terrain, blacks, black diamonds that you can go on to have a great time up there. Also, there's not just skiing up in the Rocky Mountains. During the summertime and 3/4 of the year, you can hike up there, mountain bike. Winter brings the world-class skiing and snowboarding and snowmobiling, but you've got some incredible things that you can do all year round. Having the Rockies so close is a treasure. I can leave my house in the morning, ski by lunch, and be back home for dinner. And speaking of staying active, there's another reason why Denver's lifestyle keeps me energized and inspired. A lot of people don't realize this, but Colorado is the #1 fit state in the country. And some cities such as Boulder and Highlands Ranch, Colorado rank in the top 5 fit cities in the country. The reason why Colorado is one of the fittest states in the country is because of its outdoor focused culture. There's bike lanes everywhere. We have outdoor exercise parks. We've got ponds, we've got streams, the Platte River, trails all around that you can walk, and lots of big sidewalk space. And how that differs compared to the Midwest per se. When we've been over there on trips, we've noticed that there's no place to jog on the road. It's kind of dangerous to be outside, with cars going on 2-lane roads all the time. Here we have wider roads within our cities, and then bike lane, and then sidewalk on top of that. And usually the sidewalk's removed so that you can have a great path for jogging. And so it's a runner's dream. A lot of runners and marathon runners train here because of the altitude. And we've just got a great setup there. And you'll notice that just a lot of people, the culture is, physically pretty fit. And we've got gyms that have popped up everywhere too. So if you're more of an indoor workout person, you've got gyms that open 24 hours of the day. Where you can get a great workout in, and options like Choose Fitness, Vasa, 24-hour fitness, along with rec centers in some of these cities that carry amenities like Highlands Ranch and others, create for a really great environment as far as staying physically fit. And therefore, I believe that people in Colorado tend to be a little bit happier just because of that, because of the lifestyle, and it tends to be upbeat, energetic, and youthful in a lot of ways. And so that's one of the other reasons why I love living here. And I've heard people mention that as they've moved here from other states, that, man, everybody's in good shape here and everybody's pretty happy here in Colorado. I think part of that is just the culture and, the feeling and the energy, the vibes that you get as you move here. So within the city, there are miles of bike paths, over 200 city parks, and community events like group runs that encourage constant movement. High altitude draws athletes from all around the world, enhancing Denver's reputation as a fitness hub. Living in the fittest state keeps me motivated. That active vibe ties directly into another amazing feature of living here, one that's literally built into the city's identity. Next on the list is our mile-high elevation. It's a pride thing in Denver that we're exactly 5,280 feet above sea level. And so when newcomers come in, they definitely feel the effects of the altitude and they start huffing and puffing a little bit. Even going up the stairs, they might feel it. Me as a native, I've grown up here my whole life, so I don't know any different. So when I go to sea level, I feel like I'm like a superhero because I can run forever, it seems like, with that nice thick sea level air. But here, this is where a lot of competitive athletes come to train, and you can definitely improve your physical fitness by being at altitude. It can cause some health risks if those are things that your doctor's concerned with, and then this may not be the place for you. But it's such an amazing place. The thinner air is just fresh. It feels more like mountain air. And that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love living in Denver. Speaking of unique features, let's talk about something else that fuels the social life here in Denver. I'm not a drinker, but Denver is one of the craft beer capitals of the world. Denver Metro hosts over 150 breweries, one of the highest per capita counts in the US. The city is home to Great American Beer Festival, the largest beer competition in the country, held annually. Also, Coors Brewery is nearby in Golden, Colorado, and it pioneered the first beer canning plant in 1959, a historic milestone. Beer pubs and tap rooms are social hubs, often hosting trivia nights and community gatherings. That community spirit extends beyond breweries to another aspect of Denver I can't get enough of. Number 6, Denver has some very vibrant neighborhoods. One that's worth mentioning is Rhino, the River North Art District, buzzes with hip galleries, trendy eateries, and industrial charm. Another example of this is Capitol Hill, known as Cap Hill by the locals. Blends historic architecture with a bohemian vibe packed with live music venues. Each neighborhood feels like its own small town, yet they're all connected by Denver's accessible layout. I love how every Denver neighborhood has its own flavor. One weekend, you can be gallery hopping in Rhino. The next weekend, you can be chilling in a historic spot in Cap Hill. Also, we have to mention some of these other parts of Denver that are so special. We're talking Bonnie Bray, the university area around the University of Denver, Virginia Village on the east side of town, and Central Park up north with an incredible school system and newer development. And then you've got parts of town like Five Points that have been completely rejuvenated over the last 10 years, and City Park, Congress Park, Wash Park, all fantastic neighborhoods with a lot of historic architecture, including Victorian, Tudor, bungalow designs with interiors that on many of these homes have been very updated with hardwood floors and beautiful quartz countertops and stainless steel appliances. Such a nice part of town to live and walk in. Those diverse vibes pair perfectly with another reason I'm obsessed with Denver, something that keeps entertainment endless. In Denver, we have pro sports galore, whether it's the Broncos, which this is Broncos country, that's what most people are interested in, or it's the Nuggets or the Avalanche, who have both won championships in the last 3 years. We've got a phenomenal sports team. Aside from that, you've got the lowly Rockies, which they're not really the star of the show. It's Coors Field, the stadium, which brings people. We have one of the best attendances in Major League Baseball, even though our team is awful right now. So we've got an incredible sports scene that just continues to thrive and get better, especially as we get more W's racked up, right, between the Broncos, Avs, and Nuggets. And so it's fun. We also have the Colorado Rapids, the Outlaws, lacrosse and soccer teams that are really, making an impact in town as well and bringing a lot of people to those stadiums. And we're going to have soon a professional women's soccer team that will be in town at the Santa Fe Yards. You can see on my other videos. One thing that makes Denver super unique is the fact that all of these stadiums are right in town. So it's pretty cool that Mile High Stadium, where the Broncos play, is just on the west side of the city. And then honestly, just a couple stone throws away, you've got Ball Arena, which is where the Nuggets and Avalanche play. And then on the north side of downtown Denver at 20th and Blake Street, you'll find Coors Field, one of the most iconic Major League Baseball parks in the country. Game days unite the city, bring people together with tailgating and watch parties that turn into local traditions. Venues are centrally located, making attendance easy for most residents. Fan energy runs high with passionate support for every team across seasons. As a sports nut, Denver's got it all. I can cheer for the Broncos on Sunday, catch a Nuggets game midweek, and then still hit a Rockies game at Coors Field. That energy carried over to another part of Denver's life that keeps me energized year-round. Denver's got a fantastic live music and festival scene. Denver features outdoor venues hosting major concerts with stunning natural backdrops. Annual festivals draw huge crowds for music, arts, and culture throughout the year. Smaller venues feature indie bands and local talent almost nightly across the city. Many events are family-friendly or free, ensuring everyone can join the celebration. Denver's music and festival scene always delivers. I've seen incredible shows, under the stars, local events. It offers something fresh every time. As far as some of these venues that we're talking about, we're talking the iconic Red Rocks Amphitheater, which people from all across the world come to see. I was just there last week to see the Forrest Frank concert. There's some incredible artists that come there and sell that place out. And it's really one of the highlights that we've heard from iconic artists like the Beatles, the Eagles, and several others that have come to Red Rocks. And that was like the, climax of their career. We have other great venues such as Fiddler's Green in Lone Tree is a fantastic outdoor venue. We've also got the Fillmore Theater, the Ogden Theater, the Gothic Theater on South Broadway, and many other phenomenal venues that create a great music scene here in Denver. Also, there's several concerts at Ball Arena and at Coors Field that happen all throughout the year. The biggest artists in the world come here, and you get opportunities to see the greatest music on the planet. Beyond cultural hotspots, there's a practical reason why I love living here in Denver, and it impacts the quality of my life. I'm talking about the booming job market that we have. So Denver has really evolved over time. We used to be the wild, wild west, then a cow town, then we became more of an oil and gas town in the 1980s. Now Denver has an incredible diverse economy, which includes a phenomenal tech scene, great jobs in the medical field, and you've got oil and gas jobs still that are very strong, all kinds of retail jobs that create a very balanced economy for our market. Denver's job market is a big draw for most people that move here. With thriving sectors like tech and healthcare, we've got options that fit most needs here. The balance between work and life connects to another incredible feature of Denver that I cherish every day. I mentioned earlier the great public parks. We have over 200 city parks. These parks are sprawling, huge pieces of greenery that include oftentimes exercise equipment, soccer fields. You've got tennis courts, basketball courts, all right there in the city that offer more space for us to exercise outdoors and enjoy that lifestyle that most people here in Denver really love. Some of these that are worth mentioning are City Park, Washington Park, Cheeseman Park, Congress Park, and much, much more. Trails along the Platte River offer urban nature escapes with beautiful water views. Along the Platte River, you can also do river surfing, which is a really cool, unique thing here on the Platte. Many parks host free concerts and farmers markets, fostering tight-knit community vibes. Denver's parks are my escape. I'll spend a Saturday at Wash Park or bike ride along Platte River, soaking in the views. And speaking of pure, let's wrap up with one final reason why I'm head over heels for this city. Something as refreshing as it gets. We're talking about the purest mountain water. Out of the tap, you guys, it tastes like fresh spring water. It's unbelievable. I mean, buying bottled water here is kind of a waste sometimes, unless you're just absolutely a purist, right? But most of the time, I just drink out of the tap or out of my filter from the fridge because the water quality is so good. Whenever you drink water out of drinking fountains, even at the airport or any other place, usually you get really high quality water here. Because of the source coming straight from the Rocky Mountains. I've been to other areas like Las Vegas and Arizona, and so the water there just tastes like bad compared to what we're used to here in Colorado. Denver's drinking water comes from high elevation mountain snowmelt, often rated among the best in the US. Straight from the tap, it tastes crisp and clean, and it's a stark contrast compared to many other urban areas. The pure source supports a health-conscious lifestyle, aligning with the city's active culture. So if you live in Denver, if you're a native, I want to know what from this list you love most about living in Denver. And if you're coming from outside and you're considering a move here, I'd love for you to drop your comments below and let us know how it compares to where you live. I'd love to hear about what excites you most about this mile-high city. And don't forget to subscribe for more insider tips on living the Denver dream. And if you like this video, make sure to check out my next video where I rank the best and worst cities and suburbs in the Denver area. See you there.